This is fucking fun, man. Oh boy. Right. Both of them. That glare is like right in there somewhere. Can't go any further, I'll hit the other light. Let's try it right there. There we go. Now I'm getting there, I'm getting there. There we go. Yeah. That was fucking amazing. Put the ground there. Let's see that. Holy shit. You think it's just only a moon. Just a dead fucking rock floating in outer space. Nope. Much, much more than that. Fucking amazing. Beautiful, man. Fucking beautiful. So the moon photograph on the right is the one I'm going to end up using the timelines to figure out all the timelines. It's one of the best prints that I have. It's got a clear laminate over it, but it's printed out on a very transparent paper. These other moon photographs that are all around these two, some of them have backing, some of them don't. As a matter of fact, I forgot to include this one. I was going to include this one in this, but I was having too much fun. Because I've learned how to crop using the light. Now that I'm able to crop using the light instead of just only using shadows to crop with, I would think that it's making a big fucking difference. Everybody should be able to see more or less everything that I'm trying to show you now. And then if you imitate what it is I'm doing, you'll see it. You have to get your head around the idea that anything we were ever told is based on any reality. It wasn't. It's not my fault. It's just the way it is. But I'm showing you how to go see it all for yourselves and see the reality to it all. Don't be afraid of it. It's nothing that I'm showing you can hurt you. It's only going to benefit everybody. And I'm just going to say this too. This other print is one of the ones I've been playing with for fucking years, but I've been looking for this bluish color coming in here because I was accusing the bad guys of being bad guys. But now I'm watching this one over here, and I got the blue coming in all in that same area, in those same several areas, where this lady's holding a dog right here. You see her. Here's my pointer. You can see it on both sides. I'm watching her on this side as well. I thought this was going to be a bullshit story by you-know-who, but it turned out to be more real, and I found her in several different directions, and there's a lot to her, but her face is right here, and the one that you can see now, her arm is here, and she's holding that canine. She's got this canine here, and you can see a little bit of the back either of the canine or the back of her blouse. In one direction it's a blouse, in another direction it's like a lingerie type thing, whatever. She's got two sets of legs. One set of legs comes all the way down in one direction, and then on another angle, she's got these little stubby legs, and you have to crop her head and her hair off, and her other face is down in here. She's a stubby little thing, and she's still holding the dog, but she's very stubby, and she's got these small legs that come down. Then on another angle that is like way down, I have to come way down and aim up the moon photograph, or I can go to videos as well. That's why I started out with the photographs on video. For some reason, everybody, I don't know why anybody won't trust video more than print, but either way, don't trust anybody. Just go see it for yourself. Look with your own eyes. And the reason why I'm working the lights hard today is because all in the Sea of Tranquility is also hard to see. All this other imagery that I'm letting come through the glare here, you're going to miss some that you would normally see because I'm cropping them for you with the light. So some you're going to see really well and they'll be distinctive and unmistakable, and you can't mistake them. They're so crystal clear. You can see the intent. Let's put it that way. You'll see the intent in the true creator's work, of the true creator's work, and you see it all over. It is image within image within image from the veil to the ground, so it gets a little difficult. Things get very camouflaged, if you would, or another better word that I usually like to use is collaged. And that's because their true creator sees everything as one. Doesn't see this as the way that I'm showing it all to you. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast in all directions. Triangular builders. That's not the way the true creator sees things when he's building. And you can see that in what he's building and the way that he builds. But anyways, the Sea of Tranquility is usually hard to get. And it's hard to get people to see in there real good. But when you start seeing it like this, and you start seeing, these are actually timelines that you're seeing that are cutting off images, and you'll see certain images, and then you'll see some inside and some outside of a timeline. And once you learn what the timelines are, you'll see like a large image. Half of it is in the Sea of Tranquility, half of it is out, right? You can see that large one right there, kind of pointing at. So once you see that and you start finding the timeline, you say, oh, okay. So when this timeline is cut off, then that image is only showing that large one there, and then the next one, and next one. It doesn't seem to be that difficult to me. I would guess that when you get down to the very small, deep down imagery in the moon, is using it as a clock, then yeah, we're going to get a lot more technical. We're going to be down to something that's probably even shorter than milliseconds. You know, it's probably going to start off somewhere way down there, I'm assuming. And that's easy for me to predict because everything else has been that way. You go to micro size, and then you think that everything's going to be nano size, is going to be the smallest of small, and then you find out that there's these other smaller things that are not even talked about or mentioned. Whether the size of them or anything, they're not acknowledged. Let's put it that way. So they're not even acknowledged, and yet we got to go along. I have to go along with all this shit, even though I can see it, and I can see it all, and I have to go along with it still because everybody in the world is fucking. It's not a world, but everyone on Earth. I don't even know that we can call it an Earth. We've been lied to so badly. It's going to be so hard for anyone to get out of it. They're not going to come around. I can't see them coming around. They're having too much fun in their fancy stuff and their fancy dress and admiring themselves all over the fucking internet and shit. I can't see it. Taking credit for the true creator's work. Alright, so I'm going to move my light back into the Sea of Tranquility so we can get some of this. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring some color in for us. And I'm going to bring my light somewhere around there so we can catch all of that. And then I'll probably do the same with this one. Bring the light up in here. And there we go. Yep, it's good enough. Good enough. I'd like to get the blue over there, but fuck it. I don't even know what I'm at for meal time this thing. Okay, I'm already at 37 minutes. The reason why the clocks are nice, the reason why I like using them is because there's so much imagery, and as I keep saying, everything's about lights and shadows first, second, angles and distances of perspective, as far as visual, seeing it all, right? So as I've been going along, I was able to see it, but each image that I seen was a different angle of perspective. So by putting them on the clocks like this, not only am I learning from myself, because I'm learning, because that's how I learned just now in the last couple of weeks, how to crop using the light. And I've been watching the moon naturally crop with the light in my telescope for a long time. But now bringing it onto computer, and then it is hard on the computer to crop with light, but I can do it. It's not as easy as it is on a photograph because I have control of light coming from behind. I have light, control of all that. I'd have to get into computer shit, and I don't want to do that because then it seems fake to me. If I was seeing somebody doing any CGI shit, I would say, hey, that's fake ass CGI shit. I don't want to be bothered with it, But printing up the photographs and using the light, playing with the lights and shadows, well, now we're talking about reality again. We're back to dealing with some realities. I like that. I like the idea. That's why I'm having so much fun. And it's one of the biggest things I get ranked out on about when I'm doing anything on the moon. People will always jump to that. Fucking looking at the moon in a photograph? Yeah, you fucking idiots, because if you look deep down and you take the time to actually look around, you'll see that the whole entire system is built this way. It's not just the moon. It's the rocks, the dirt, the fucking humans, all the animals, everything. You can figure the whole thing out just by looking around. You can see it all. You can see the whole fucking thing. So the things that are splurting out of my mouth, if anybody comes across my channel, have nothing to do with anything we learned in school or any education or anything, obviously, because those were all lies. So, I'm trying to show you some reality, but you have to go look. You have to go see it for yourselves. By putting it on the clock like this and just going around with it, I'm able to catch, let's say, for every second that goes by, I'm hitting an angle and a distance of perspective to catch some images. And then the builders, as we see in the clouds and rivers and things that are moving, things that are in motion, the builders are all around us building everything all the time, everything. From the rocks and stones that I was breaking apart to the what you call clouds that are above our heads, to the moon, all these things, you can see the triangular shapes, the triangular builders. Humans use garbage square pixels. The true creator uses triangular pixels and everything. And all these builds. Even if he's to build a square or another shape that's similar to a round shape. So anyways, what I'm doing with the camera right now, and that's why I haven't been that worried about copyright strikes, because I have to delete the videos because of copyright strikes anyway. This video here, you can hear I got bird sounds going on in the back, so obviously I may not, I don't know. I've gotten copyright strikes using bird sounds before too, though, so it just depends on if I get lucky or not. So that's why I'm taking advantage of this, and I'm using this time to watch myself, because I'm watching my own videos back. So it only takes me a day or two, and I'm watching them back, and I'm saying, okay, definitely everything's matching. This moon photograph is matching this moon photograph exactly. No, I don't see anything out of sorts, out of character. Now I know there are things in this moon photograph that don't mesh with me, and I have not gone back and looked for them yet. I seen them years ago when I first found this photo of the moon. And I just can't possibly believe that those things would be in there. And if I come back to them and I find them, I'll show them to you. But I don't know what the fuck to make of it. I mean, one of them I could make out to be just me seeing what I want to see. But the other one just seems too human influenced. It seems too human influenced. Like, to see a backward dollar sign with a line through it, one line through it, that's not out of the sorts, right? I mean, that could be made by the true creators, builders, and there could be used for something in one of the builds. But the other one is, there's several of them, and even a cross. I could see a cross happening in the true creators build, and not look intentional. Sunglasses, I cannot understand sunglasses, but maybe, I don't know. Because as the builders are building, why do they need, if they're building two black circles to make some eyes, let's say, with pupils in them, why do they need to run something back to grow behind an ear? Like, to make glasses out of it. So that being me seeing what I want to see, It still is. It's just me seeing what I want to see, but I'm suspicious of that. I mean, I'm saying, okay, we got to make sure we're looking for anything that might have human influence. But so far, everything's matching from moon to moon. So this does not come from someone from NASA. This one does. This one comes from an affiliate of NASA. This one does not. There's another one over here that's also NASA affiliate. There's another one down below it, and I got another one to the right. These are all photos that I'm running through side by side, hoping that whoever comes to my channel will see it. At the same time, I am making a series to Richard. I just have not labeled the series because I'm still confident that Richard's already been to the channel. I'm still reading him to make sure that maybe I'm misreading things and stuff, but I still believe that he's been here already. So I didn't really feel any rush to label the channel or anything. But I'm going to continue making the series to him for a little while. Because he goes on to the mineral streets this week, and even in the mineral streets, it's not what I'm trying to show anybody anymore. Back when I was trying to show everybody the mineral streets, nobody fucking wanted to hear about it. There was all the zombies, 7.8 billion. That's how I found out that everyone was all zombies. And that's how I knew they could lie to themselves. That's what brought me, one of the things that brought me to the mirror neuron manipulator. Because how the hell could 7.8 billion people all lie to themselves and each other and just go on without feeling remorse and feeling shitty every day about ourselves for being such liars to each other and ourselves? You know, because you have to have a mirror neuron manipulator in order to bypass your mirror neuron. If we're going to live the way that we do, human beings, no one culture, no one society, no one color, just everyone. 7.8 billion zombie slaves. I know no one likes to hear that, but that's what it is. And then, you know, to think about that and say, okay, well, I found out why. I realized why. I still don't know how it got there. I don't know if it evolved in us. I don't know if it was something that was put there the same way the mirror neuron was in the first place, because there are a lot of species on this earth that don't have mirror neurons, but they don't have to abide by them, and they're still good creatures. They're not out there starting wars and, you know, doing all kinds of crazy shit and killing people and taking lives of others for anything. You know, in other words, taking more from life than what they need. There's a lot of creatures, animals out there that don't take more from life than what they need. So, you know, we could go down all those roads and everything if there was time, but there's really not. There's not any time. I need everyone to go look. Everyone needs to go see the system for themselves now. Because we just can't keep fucking around. Can't keep lying to ourselves like this over and over again. We're ready to go through another major reset. The reset's been going on for 100 years. People think that it's something that's just coming. So yeah, we might be coming upon a symbolic era where they're gonna make it symbolic, but really it's already all been going on when you look back, and it was going on under many agendas, not just one or two. It was just divide. That they just kind of copied the. It's amazing. Look at this shit, huh? It's fucking amazing. And it's another good thing about having these two side by side like this, because I'm running different light bulbs and the lights cast on shadows in different places. Because it was two different people at two different sides of the earth that were printing them both up. That were